Hey there, this is Words and Stitches, and I'm Mary. This is Quilt 212. Gosh, doesn't seem possible. I'm sitting in a different place today. I'm not in my sewing room because I've been sitting here at my dining room table doing a lot of work on my computer and looking at calendars and trying to figure out what I wanted to do in the next few months as far as hosting classes and where I wanted to host them and that sort of thing. I took a really fast trip to a town north of here for my dog so she could go to the groomer this morning, and I had to get up so early that my day has just not been just hasn't been right. That's all I can tell you, is it just hasn't been right. I've been taking care of all kinds of things, and I just haven't really I just really didn't settle into my sewing room yet. Maybe this afternoon later. I'm really contemplating a quick nap. Are you all power nappers? I'm a big power napper. I can take a 20-minute nap and feel like I can conquer the world again. But that's kind of where I am. I'm fighting the yawns and all of that stuff. Anyway, I really don't have a lot today to talk about. I know I say that every time and then I chatter on, but that's because I'm a talker. Always have been. I've been called all kinds of motor mouth and that kind of stuff growing up, and then as I've grown older it just really hasn't changed a whole lot. I can be really, really quiet and not talk for a long time, but then when I start, it's just kind of like a waterfall, just so I'm gonna try to keep it kind of short today. I want to show you my shirt. It says "Meet me at the gig." Isn't that cute? Meet me at the gig. The gig is a coffee shop in my hometown called Ground and Grace, and they have the cutest shirts and sweatshirts, and I just like to go in there and get coffee. They make great coffee, and the owners are just two terrific ladies, and so anyway, I just like to wear their shirts and promote them everywhere for fun. I also have something else. I guess I'm into words today. Makes sense, words and stitches. But also, I retired a few years ago from teaching, and one of my teacher friends got me this cup when I retired, and it says, "When life gives you scraps, make a quilt." I know that's a sentiment that you see on lots of stuff these days, but it's just a pretty good idea if you ask me. How about you? I had my dog at the groomer this morning. I always sit. I have to drive quite a ways to get her to the groomer, so I hate to just come home and then go back because she's a little bitty dog and she doesn't take very long to get groomed. So I usually run into one of the stores or get gas or get a coffee or do something and then come back and wait. So I came back and I took care of some decorations I needed for a mother-daughter banquet tomorrow night. And I got this quilted last night and got the binding on. Or I quilted it yesterday. I think the quilting's called Field of Flowers. And I don't really have a name for this. I just kind of did it. It's just a nice little medium-sized table runner that I did. I think you can see the pattern a little better on the back. I just really like that. It's just an easy edge to edge that I like to put on things when I'm not sure what I should put on things, because it usually works. But I've been working on the binding, and I sat in my car and watched it rain. It was raining this morning. It's kind of cleared off, but the wind's blowing and no fun. No fun to be outside for me when the wind's blowing. But I sat and worked on my binding, and I am one of the few people I know that still binds every single thing by hand. There are some of us out there. Are you one of those people, or do you use your machine? I struggle using my machine. I always think it looks better done by hand. Plus, I like that moment to sit and think about it and trim more threads and, kind of look at it and pet it and do all that kind of stuff when I get it done. So I'm still a hand binder. I sew it to the front, stitch it to the back, and I use 2 1/4 for my binding. I know some people use 2.5. Now, I've never faced a quilt. I've seen people do that, and that looks kind of neat to me. I might try that, though, one of these days. I think that would be really cool on a one block wonder, which, you know, y'all know I'm kind of crazy about. But so I've been working on this, and I've been working on my little jeans jacket. I don't have anything more to show you. I'm still getting some components together, but working on my little trees. I made a whole bunch of this piece right here and realized that I hadn't turned any of them in a different direction so that I could do the other side. So now I'm going back and getting that done. But I think this is going to be really cute. These are fast to stitch up. I use a flat back stitch instead of a whip stitch on my EPP. And I usually start with a whip stitch up here at the beginning, and then I, like 3 stitches in, I lay it flat and I flat back stitch it, which you can find all kinds of videos about that, but maybe one of these days I'll show you how I do it. Anyway, I've been working on that, and I figured out what I wanted to do with remember my box of TILDA fabrics? Oh my gosh. So let me show you part of what I've done so far, and then I'll show you the book and show you what. But oh my gosh, these fabrics, it's a scrappy quilt, you'll see, but aren't they gorgeous? I just think they're gorgeous. I'm just in love. I didn't pick one that has the bird on it, but I just love that red piece right there. It has a little bird. You can see a tail over here. Oh, so cute. So cute. And then there's another piece, and it's a 4-patch block, bigger block, and I'm cleaning some shelves off the other day, and this book fell out. Well, it didn't fall out, but you know, it kind of angled out. And it's called The Quilt Lover's Favorites from American Patchwork and Quilting. Somebody gave me this book years ago. I don't know, maybe a Secret Santa, or I don't know. We used to do neat things where I worked with each other, and it's been a while because the copyright was 2010. And, you know, I think it was probably on one of those books are fun kind of things that they put in schools every now and then. So I thumbed through it. I have been on this kick in my head, and I haven't done it yet. Well, I'm doing it, but for a long time, about taking older quilt patterns and using more modern fabrics and seeing, you know, how they look redone. Just kind of zhuzhed up a little bit, made more modern. This is pretty modern for the time that this book was copywritten, and it's a Marti Michell. It's called Crossroads. I don't know if you can see that. That's the pattern. I don't really want you looking at that, but that's the pattern. And so I decided that I'm going to take all of my blue fabrics from my Jubilee that my friend Rhonda sent me from Primetime Quilt Company, and they're going to be my crosses, and then I'm using all the other fabrics to make the 4 patches that go with it. So hopefully in a few weeks I'll have that put together and I can show you that. I kind of needed a break from everything I'd been working on, and I hated to start something else new. But my head needed it, my heart needed it, I needed it. I just needed it. And so I did it. I don't really tend to be one of those people that just has to finish one thing before they can do another. And I don't know. My husband is Mr. Organization, and he, his job requires it, and so he's really good at it. And I kind of jump in the middle and do things, and he kind of starts at the very beginning and gets, we work, but, sometimes it's just a little bit difficult. Anyway, that's basically what I've been working on. I've been looking at English paper piecing ideas for a class, and kind of been working on some design your own one block wonder table runner ideas. And which brings me to, I have a tiny bit of haul. This is it right here. this piece of fabric. I ran into a little quilt store in Centralia that I love, and saw this piece and thought, oh my gosh. And it's a Moda fabric, one Canoe 2, and I believe it's called Willow. I think that's what that says, is Willow. I was thinking about a One Block Wonder when I got it. I ran it through the One Block Wonder design helper. Isn't it pretty? And now I've got it home. Let me see if I can turn this down. So you can you see that? Can you see that a little bit better? Okay, so now I'm thinking, this was on my shelf. Wouldn't that be pretty with it? Wouldn't this make a pretty background? And then this green. This is an art gallery, spectrostatic, or something of that nature. Anyway, I can't ever remember. It's not spectrostatic. That's somebody else. Well, y'all are probably yelling to me. It doesn't have a salvage on it, so y'all are probably yelling. But it's by Art Gallery. Nothing feels better than good fabric. Anyway, and all of these just feel yummy and wonderful. And I'm contemplating doing something with them. I could see some serious fussy cutting. Actually, I could see fussy cutting some octagon stars. I don't know. Maybe hand piecing when I get what I've got done. I don't know. But, oh yeah, that big flower would work, wouldn't it? Ooh, it would work. I could do some fussy cutting. Sorry if that made you nauseous. I could do some fussy cutting and do something with that. Or I could make a One Block Wonder. I don't know. It's one of those fabrics that's going to be, do I really want to cut it? And if I really want to cut it, how small do I really want to cut it? And do I want to mix it up and not be able to see it? I don't know. Anyway, that's about it for me today. I am going to take a little power nap and then do a little housework and maybe get back to sewing. So I'm going to let you go. I hope you have a terrific week. You know, if you like what you're seeing, please subscribe and, some thumbs up, some comments. I love the comments. I love to watch you guys and try to remember to comment. And I've only found a few cute quilt tubers, but I've been trying to take some time and go through some of the names and stuff of the people I see on mine and other things that I watch, and see if I can't get on, find your pages and whatever. Anyway, that's it for me today. I'm gonna go take that nap, and I'll talk to you later. Have a good one. Bye.